5 years ago, when we moved DevFest Ukraine to Lviv, we have been looking at organizations through the pink glasses. We were thinking it's just like a lot of fun, doing a lot of networking, partying, and so on. And today we're going to tell another story of DevFest.
So, different people looking at conference organization from different points. For somebody, it's running marketing campaign for less than $100. For somebody, it's a lot of organization like doing trial board and so on. For somebody, it's negotiations or getting amazing speakers, or maybe just fundraising.
But in fact, it's everything combined together. You have to do a lot of plannings. You have to be a superhero and fix any issues on the fly. You have to have a lot of resources, money, that you can waste sometimes. You had to do a lot of stuff on your own. And also we do a lot of negotiations.
During the last 5 years, starting from 2014, the DevFest Ukraine has grown more than 3 times. We've grown to more than 1,000 attendees last year and this one. We handled almost 80 volunteers, and our core team grown from 3 to 14 organizers. By the way, today we have like 6, and you can recognize us for these t-shirts. Also, we are organizing the fest according to Scrum. We have sprint plannings each 2 weeks, and we have a big team retrospective after the conference just the next day. So, to imagine all the scale of this event, you can understand it. This year, for 2018, the fest, which happened just a week ago, our very short notes for sprint plannings took more than 70 pages. And our team retrospective, just a day after the conference, 2 years ago, already took more than 8 hours.
In 2014, at the very beginning, we made a lot of mistakes. But it was the very first year we put jokes in the toilets. A really small detail that makes our DevFest really special, because nobody was doing that before. Even Chet Hayes found this, his own jokes in the toilet. And at the same year, we started our famous How Not to Fuck Up Doc, where we put our mistakes that we don't want to repeat, where we put our real special moments, real special details that we want to see in our future events. But through these years, our load grows exponentially. When our team members grows linearly. At the beginning of 2014, there were only 3 members, for now 14. We thought that big team will fix all issues and we will do all tasks like in easy way, really easy and fast. But as in every big company, big team relates to collective inner responsibility.
So you can imagine a big bunch of tasks which should be done as soon as possible, better for yesterday, and a lot of team members. We have 14 people, so you will think that somebody else will do that, and all the tasks will be done very fast and very easy. But in fact, when a task doesn't have only one assigned person, that means that it won't be done at all. Even if you have 2 people assigned to area of responsibility, it will lead to a lot of delays. So please remember, only 1 task per 1 person. Only 1 person per 1 task.
Also, we became so pedantic and attentive to details. And you can just imagine how many tasks is added to our workload. And what worse, if having so many tasks to do and you can't delegate to others, you will just burn yourself. Just like me. In 2014, I was doing a lot of design stuff for a really long time, several days in a row, through a whole night. I did the same in 2015, 16, 17, and 18. Even having a really nice team of designers, I was not able to delegate them my work, and was doing a big chunk of work. In addition to this, I was responsible for the budget, part of sponsors. I was trying to take control of marketing and another stuff, even more just before the conference starts. And in 2016, I was so exhausted that I thought it would be my last DevFest.
talking about the DevFest. Running a big community event and just running any community for a long term is super exhausting emotionally. Because as an organizer, you can see all the madness that happens inside, all the fuck-ups, all the problems, all the issues that appear just every second, and all that you can do, just fix them as fast as you can and pretend that everything is okay, keep your face and smile to your attendees. For example, our DevFest 2017 happened on Pivdeni. It was our old location, and we had this very big and nice banner outside. Just after 10 minutes after the opening, this banner fell down and big wooden part broken a brand new car. It was new advertising car that was standing below. What's more frightening, a lot of people were standing below this banner just 10 minutes ago. Only 10 minutes. They just gone to see the opening. And it was only the beginning of the conference. The conference happened on Friday 13th, and we had a lot of jokes about that, but when the conference started, we stopped doing any jokes because such a lot of details came just not as we expected, and we were so exhausted that all the DevFest 2017 was looking like this GIF. It was like a nightmare, and as I said, all that we could do just fix problems faster than people could notice, and just keep smiling. When you are keeping all of that inside of you and cannot express all these emotions and just trying to pretend that everything looks okay, you are totally burnt out emotionally. So, on the team retrospective in 2017, I had a nervous breakdown and told to my team that I quit and I cannot do that anymore at all. Because I lost the ability to sleep and, it's a complete disaster. But, a fun fact about DevFest Ukraine is that we are starting preparation to the next DevFest even a year before. So even before DevFest 2017 started, we already had a Trello board and a lot of tasks assigned for the next DevFest. And somehow I started helping with these tasks. I kept saying that I cannot do it anymore, it's total disaster, but let me share this experience to help you guys so you won't be as stuck as me, so you won't suffering as me. One by one, tasks were done, and team supported me, and nobody reminded me, hey, you wanted to quit, just go now. And eventually I stayed. Right now, I cannot imagine another decision, because I stayed completely because of our team. This team is even more like a family. It's like a group of crazy people who are sharing the same idea to make something that breaks any limits, and that we can bring world-class conference to Ukraine. Yeah. We learn each other, we share our experience, we grow together and become professionals. We also obsessed with one idea that we can do the best conference in the world in Ukraine. That we can do that in our free time because all of us have our main jobs. And conference preparation was started as a hobby. Finally, it took all our free time during days, nights, vacations, and during our dreams. And finally, it took so much time and keep growing and growing. As you see, we are perfectionists. We understood that keep growing and keeping this high quality, we need to quit our jobs. That's why we decided to stop, to take a break, and the DevFest Ukraine 2018 that happened a week ago was our last one. Yeah, time for crying. Building a community and running any events that are holding for 3 years in a row is like a marathon. It's not a sprint run. You should be prepared to long-term community work. You should be prepared that people will come and go and leave a community just because they want, and you as an organizer should still burn with the idea and motivate others, because community won't live without your inner fire. Also, all the people that attend you, that support you as speakers or partners, they are like people who bring water and sweet to marathon runners, because you cannot do it on your own.
But there is an important question. What keeps all people together? Each of you has different reasons to stay, to organize a conference. But you have to find a common things that will keep you together, that you will share with team members. 1 month before the DevFest 2018, we ran the very special campaign through the Facebook called Dev, Your Old Friend, just to remind ourselves that we are not alone. that we are doing by community for community. And there were a really special quote of our old friend and volunteer Ivan. He told, like, every year during DevFest Ukraine, his family grows for 50 persons. And I would like to say that right now we really feel like a big family that can support us in different moments and during the crises. During these 5 years, we have been looking at the organizing through the pin classes. We think that it's fun, networking party. But now, we know that organizing everything, after finding money at the last moment, fixing all issues on the fly, after several team member crises, we thought that it's much far away from the ideal and easiest task. But why we say it? Because we had really one big common idea. We wanted to bring a high-level tech conference to Ukraine. And you have to find some common thing on purpose that you will share with your team, that you will bring through these years, that will be bigger than personal aims. And I really hope you will find it and do the much better DevFest that we had.
Find the idea, build a community, and don't be ordinary. Thank you.
We have time for questions.
Everyone's so impressed.
Yeah,
Like, great.
a moment.
Take your time.
Who was participating in DevFest Ukraine this year or last year? Okay, so we know what we're talking about. Okay, so actually I have a question. How to make sure in such an amazing organizers group where I assume that you're also like friends and everything, you spend a lot of time together, you know each other. So how you make sure that you have this fresh blood, let's say new people coming in, and that they feel welcome and they share the same passion as you do and they continue, helping you out and work.
I will start with my own. You really need to take some vacation to do fresh, because if you're doing everything in one sprint, you really get exhausted and you will not have any new ideas. You should go to another country, another region, like just find something that will break your mind. For me, it was like traveling to Asia, where everything is completely different. Going to another conferences, find a different experience. For fresh blood, a lot of people around, and you just like need to find real special ones that will share the common idea with you and wanted to help you.
I can continue about new people, because if you noticed on the GIF, our team was growing and growing together. Probably it won't work right now. How did it happen? Because at the beginning we had only 3 people. So most of current core team organizers were helping actively as volunteers first, but they helped too much and do too much over expectations that actually like existing core team members asked them to join the team. And this year we also involved 3 students who look young and fresh, like we were in the beginning not so exhausted, but very inspired. And we tried to involve them a year ago and train them for the whole year to share our experience as much as we can. So it's like happening organically, I would say, because a lot of people are inspired with this idea, this attitude. Our volunteers are inspired, people around them are inspired, students are inspired that they actually ask to join us sometimes.
Awesome. I have one more question. There's another question. Okay, I'll go ahead. So I'm wondering how you keep balance between having fun and doing things as an organizing and as a group of volunteers and having everything planned so well. I don't know if I expressed myself well, but I mean like I think what you're doing is impressive, and I've been on DevFest Ukraine last year and this year, and everything is going so well. So I'm thinking what are your tips on having everything really planned and working great, but on the same time not making people feel that, oh, this is like our second work, or that we're super okay, it is your second work, but like not in a negative way that, oh, I don't want to be doing this because it's like super strict and stuff like that.
Anna?
This year I had the badge title Bad Police Woman. That's not just coincidence. All of us are very different. Some of us are more about fun, some of us are more about restrictions and planning and control. And it's a bit balanced. I would say it wasn't so easy, and it was developing through the years, because guys started, they were only 3, then they involved 3 people more and so on. They had a lot of problems, and they handled the fuck-up dog. And it was just involving, over all the years. We had travel board, we had all the documentations, we started having Slack, chats, and different guidelines for each area. I would say all of us, because we are really living with this idea, we want to make the best conference in the world, and we are trying to do our best. Even if we are in fun and, delaying the tasks and do everything in the last moment, we will do it. Anyway, even in the last moment, all of us are so motivated. So the one point is, people are very motivated. The other point is we keep controlling it, because we have a lot of checks, a lot of reviews, a lot of reminders from each of us.
And also try doing some of fun during your work. For instance, you see a lot of cats in our designs.
Yes.
Just when you see it in the evening and, oh shit, I have to do one more post. Tana. That one dog is actually dog of Italy. Yes. So we tried to put some lasers. How that idea of cats and lasers happened? We have been in Asia during Elon Musk was sending Falcon Heavy to the space, and wow, cosmos is so really nice, it's so powerful. It's really good stuff for the humanity. And after that, cats, space, lasers. Oh, hold my beer. Yeah, this is how our idea started, and we tried not to be an ordinary. This is how we put everything, not an ordinary conference. And because we really obsessed about this idea, we don't want to do things like others do. We want to do much better, to be better, to exceed expectations. And
Awesome. I think you're doing that.
yeah, we have been doing it.
That's right. That we're going to talk at the party. Any other questions?
Actually, it is not a question, it's just a remark, I think. Actually, the team of GDG DevFest Ukraine, actually they are so super cool. For us, women tech makers, Lviv community, they are motivation and inspiration of an ideal example of the team, how everything is work, and really the feeling that everything is well, even the hell is going on, is the big thank you to the organizers and how they are doing it. So really thank you, and just you have an opportunity to ask them how to do it. So just use it and organize such a DevFest in your home city too. So it was just a remark.